Stephen, now you were at the Seven-Westrac shareholders meeting, and I understand you caused a little bit of concern there. But before we get to that, was it always a done deal?
No, it wasn't. This was a very unusual outcome in the end because I can't remember another time in the last 2 or 3 years when both of the powerful proxy advisory firms, which tell all the institutions how to vote, both of them, Riskmetrics and CGI, recommended that investors vote against this deal, and it still went through with 89% in favour.
Yeah, so, and partly because 2 of the big shareholders said they would support it.
Well, 2 of the big shareholders negotiated their own deal directly with Kerry Stokes, which provided $130 million worth of downside protection if Westrac didn't meet their 2010-11 earnings forecast, and also got firm commitments about boardroom renewal with new independent directors coming on, and apparently some of these long-serving independent directors, 15, 16, 17 years of service, would be retiring. And so these deals were done, and then their big swing votes, and they were the 2nd and 3rd largest shareholder in Ausbil, Dexia and Perennial, so they voted in favour, and most of the others came through. So the meeting on Tuesday was a bit of a foregone conclusion, but there was some histrionics and carry-on, particularly by Bruce McWilliam, the commercial director, which did raise a few eyebrows, and a few comments made by the directors which were also surprising, and particularly Peter Ritchie, the independent director who chaired the meeting, brazenly declaring that none of the 3 independent directors were going to resign, when there were widespread press reports that the deal that Stokes had done was he was going to shovel a couple of them out the door. So clearly there's a few niceties going on in the Seven boardroom about succession planning at the moment. What
concerns did you have about it?
Well, there's a range of concerns. There's the how independent are the independent directors argument, and the whole situation of this deal is about a good deal for Kerry Stokes. He's got $1 billion of private debt in Westrac. Channel 7's got $1 billion of cash, yep. And it was a very tax-efficient way for him to put the 2 things together and solve his private debt problem without paying much tax. So my criticism was that I felt that the independent directors had Kerry Stokes over a barrel in that Channel 7 didn't need this deal. So they could have negotiated a much tougher deal. Why did they pay $2 billion, which looked like a very full price, when they didn't need the deal, and Kerry Stokes did need the deal? So their response to that is, well, no, Kerry didn't need the deal, he was going to walk away, we thought we negotiated as hard as we could, and this is a great business and the share price will go up. And Peter Ritchie at the end of the meeting declared passionately that he believed that the Channel 7 shares would go higher than they've ever been before because of what a great business Westrac is. So he's basically said it's going to go north of $12. So he's very bullish, and history will tell whether that plays out. But it's a very unusual combination to put media and a mining services business together like this.
Yeah, Adam, just the last bit of this puzzle, I guess, is that Justice Peter Jacobson in the Federal Court was considering it this morning, Friday morning, to give it the final tick of approval. He's now put that off till next Tuesday.
He has. He adjourned it till Tuesday to consider the new issues largely raised by Stephen regarding the governance concerns.